Dear CG thinkers, welcome! In this video I propose you to discover a method which will allow you to transform an object made by classic way into a customizable object. The idea is to use geometry nodes to move the vertices of the object and make it adjustable. It's terribly simple and easy to implement. The starting file of this tutorial is available for free on Blender Market and Gumroad. It's named Rudy's Mess. The links are in the description. I will let you get it and we will start.
CG South, share our knowledge, grow together.
Let's start with the creation of vertex groups. The idea is to create as many vertex groups, as many parameters we want. I select the top part of the object and I put it in a vertex group which I call top. I do the same thing with the right part and I put it in a group that I call right. Now we add a geometry nodes modifier to our object. Don't forget to move it to the top of the list, otherwise we will see some surprising results. Moving vertices means using the set position node. By default, it moves absolutely everything, and of course it's not what we want. We want to move some vertices which are identified in the vertex group. Where is the information stored? Like all information in geometry nodes, it is found in attributes. Let's add a named attribute node and what do you find there? The vertex group. We continue with a node capture attribute to capture the information. We get a number between 0 and 1, so it's a float. This number is stored on vertices, so point. Everything is good and everything works. Hey, wonderful, isn't it? I expose the X parameter to make it accessible. An excellent habit that I invite you to adopt is to immediately set min and max values. That avoids completely delirious results. Did you understand the principle? Now we just have to do the same thing again, this time to control the height. We copy-paste the nodes, we change the name of the attribute, it will be top, that will move along the y-axis. We expose the parameter and, as we have learned our lesson, we set the max and min values now. We are not going to stop there, we are going to add the possibility of moving or even making the small cuts disappear. We create a vertex group to identify the vertices that we want to move. On the geometry nodes side, always the same principle. I let you do it. Yes, you have to work a little bit by yourself. I won't hold your hand all the time. So let's to work. I had planned to show you the length and width of the cut in the center, but you already do the technique 3 times, so I think you have understood. I will spare you this part of the video and we will move on to the creation of the boolean. If you are wondering why, the boolean object will allow us to insert our object into another one. Let's add anything to the scene, no matter a plane or a cube. I change its display to a wireframe to see through and parent it to our object. I also hide it in the outliner and viewport by unchecking all visible rays. Let's go to geometry nodes. Drag and drop the object into the graph and add the magic node convex hull. The result is an object that wraps around another object, and it's perfect in your case. The next step will be to move up the upper part to avoid some problems. I will skip the details of why. If you are interested, ask me in comments. I will answer some of you in the next videos week. So, we want to move some points. It's a set position node. So, we have to select which points we want to move. We want to select the vertices whose position in Z or height is just below 0. We then get the attribute position of all the points, and we keep those whose Z coordinate is above a specific value. As you can see, it works perfectly. It automatically follows the changes of the object. And here is a demonstration of why we made this boolean object for insertion. It's time to make our work sustainable with an export to Catalyst. About modifiers, I name the elements as my object. About the outliner, I put the object in a collection with the same name, and I don't forget to put the boolean there too. We open the end panel and we find the result of the previous tutorial. Choose your library, click on Next. Nothing to do in the next panel, we don't need a sub-menu, the asset is quite simple. Next and Add to Tutorial. A few seconds later, the asset appears in the library, we are ready to test it. Don't hesitate to ask your question in comments. I will answer some of them in video next week, so subscribe to not miss my answers. See you next time, and don't forget, we get tired of everything except learning. Bye bye.